What's up everyone, the Premier League fixtures have been announced, we are back. What's up everyone, so as I said, you probably all know the Premier League fixtures this morning have been announced. So we can start having a look, start having a tinker at our FPL teams, who we think we want to have at the beginning of the season, which players we should be considering. The official game is not out for us to start planning yet, but the fixtures are there. We can start looking at who we want early on. So what we're going to have a look at in this video is review the fixtures that have been announced, who has a good opening set of fixtures, who has a bad set that we may potentially void, so those best and worst fixture runs, and then a few players from those teams that maybe we want to consider looking at and having in our teams for the start of the season for when the game launches in the next couple of weeks or so. So what we've got here is a normal list of all the teams and their opening 6 fixtures, as that tends to be what I look at when I'm picking my team for the start of the season. So if we look at that, there are some teams there you can instantly stand out. Norwich, for example, the newly promoted teams. I don't think the likes of Pukki or Cantwell will be in our starting teams. They have a very difficult start to the season. Got Aston Villa up at their top there with 3 really nice opening games, and then it gets more difficult. If we look at some of those teams that we potentially will be looking at, the likes of Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City and Manchester United. Liverpool in the middle there have a very nice run of fixtures, one of the best, with ranking just on an 8 on the difficulty overall scale. Chelsea on the other hand have a very difficult run of fixtures after Crystal Palace at home on the opening day. Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs, Man City and Aston Villa all to play. Tottenham, Norwich, Arsenal, Leicester, Southampton, Chelsea for Manchester City down there, and then Manchester United again have a fairly good run of fixtures. Leeds, Southampton, Wolves, Newcastle, West Ham, Aston Villa, no one in there particularly that we think they shouldn't be able to beat. But if we change this around and now rank this based on actually how difficult I think their fixtures are, so rank based on that difficulty ranking on the right hand side, we can start to see who I think we should be looking at versus who I don't think we should be looking at. So as I said, down at the bottom there we have Norwich and Chelsea, but also joining them we have Leeds, other teams, Burnley, West Ham, all in that sort of second half. So the likes of Rafinha having Manchester United, Everton, Burnley, Liverpool, Newcastle and West Ham all in the opening 6. It's not great. Depending on the price, someone like Rafinha, Bamford could find their ways into our team, but I think looking at the top, there are some teams that I'd probably pick out instead of them. The likes of Everton, Liverpool, Brighton and then newly promoted Watford, along with Leicester having really nice opening runs of fixtures. So the likes of Salah, Mane, Trent, Robertson, all of these players are likely to be in our team, and they also provide very good captaincy options for the first 2 game weeks. So Norwich away, Burnley, Leeds, Crystal Palace and then Brentford for Liverpool. You could captain Salah, for example, or Mane in probably 5 of those 6 games, just including that Chelsea game. The likes of Calvert-Lewin started last season very strongly, and given the fixtures that he has for the opening 6 games, it wouldn't surprise me if he did something very similar this time out. And then we look at Brighton. We know they were very good defensively last season, so could potentially one of their defenders like Lamptey coming back from injury or Sanchez in goal potentially being an option depending on how they get priced. You will see below me that there is a league code, NA at the moment. There will be a league for you all to join ahead of the start of the season. There'll be monthly prizes for all of that, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for when I do have the ability to create that, but that will be coming. So a few of those sort of fixtures there for you all to start having a think about. This is available for you all to take away and download over on Twitter, so go and do that if you want to start having a look at those best runs of fixtures and worst runs of fixtures as well. But I will definitely be considering the likes of a Liverpool triple up, Brighton defensively, maybe Watford, the likes of Ismail Assar, or who they're going in goal as well. Forster, the cycling GK, could also slip into my team if I don't go Sanchez, but Brighton and Watford defence is definitely worth considering. And then we've got Leicester there, so someone like Iheanacho, depending on how he gets priced. Wolves, West Ham, Norwich, and then Brighton and Burnley all in the first 6 are a good run of fixtures. There are some teams with mixed fixtures, so if we see Aston Villa there further down the list, they have a really nice first 3 run of fixtures with Watford, Newcastle, Brentford, with 2 of them being at home. However, after it gets more difficult with Chelsea and Manchester United, with Everton as well. So it may be something that we start the season with Jack Grealish, for example, or Martinez in goal, and then look to sell them come game week 4, game week 5, when we play our wild card, if that's the way you want to play it. It's likely to be the way I play, but it's not how everyone plays the game. So there are some good run of fixtures. Some of the teams that maybe we'd think about owning, like West Ham, Leeds, Burnley, Chelsea, have a difficult run of fixtures, and it may be that we hold off owning them at the start of the season and we look at them in the first few weeks. But Norwich and Chelsea in particular have a very difficult run at the start of the season. I know Chelsea are good defensively, but I think there's better options that I'll be looking at elsewhere. So that's just a little bit of a quick deep dive into the fixtures. There'll be plenty more to come between now and the start of the season. If you have enjoyed, if you're going to be playing fantasy football when it comes out in the 21-22 season, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you're excited to get everything started again, get that ball rolling. We'll be back up and running very shortly. There'll be videos now every week until the start of the season, but as soon as that game launches, there'll be plenty for you to get your teeth into here on the channel. So hit that like button, subscribe if you have enjoyed, and I will see you all very soon.